All right, y'all, day one.
Let's go.
Y'all, we talked about it. Excited about the opportunities, right? Excited about the opportunity we have. Starts right now. The devil's in the details. Everything we do. Detail-oriented, purposeful, intentional, high level of communication.
When veterans like Dana Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Sophie Cunningham joined forces with Caitlin Clark-Aaliyah on the first day of training camp, the Indiana Fever sent a message to the entire WNBA, putting them on notice. Boston Lexi Hall and Kelsey Mitchell during free agency, the basketball community noticed, but no one anticipated that chemistry would develop so rapidly.
Finally here! Beep, 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 beep. Let's go, day one.
You're going to see why the 2025 season might belong to Indiana number 10 in this video, which will make you laugh and gasp at the same time. If you're excited about the Fever this season, leave a comment below. I've got the Fever down. In this video, I'm breaking down the 11 biggest moments from the Fever's first training camp session that have WNBA executives worried, from Clark's signature long-range bombs to the veteran leadership already revamping this team.
Excited! Day one, I'm excited. Let's go. Go time, go Fever.
Excited. Ready to see what happens.
Pretty good, ready to get started. Let's do this, come on.
Everyone arrived at Fever training camp pumped and eager to get ready for the season. But if you've ever wondered what it's like to fight for your basketball life, take a look at what's going on there right now. The gymnasium isn't just full of players, it's also full of dreams on the line as 15 gifted athletes compete for just 11 or 12 coveted roster spots, creating an energy that practically permeates the walls.
All right, sunshine.
I feel great, I'm really excited, and I know it's gonna be a lot of hard work. What up, everyone? No? Okay. I thought you were done.
For athletes such as Jaylen Brown, the stakes are higher for Jillian Allen and the other 3 recently drafted rookies who are all under training camp contracts because they know that making the final roster will guarantee a spot on the league's top team until there. Contracts don't even count against the salary cap. Talk about pressure cooker conditions. When everything is on the line, every missed shot, every turnover, every defensive lapse adds weight. But the best part is that this fierce competition is pushing everyone to their limits and fostering an environment where excellence is not only encouraged but required. This culture of excellence is also giving Kelsey Mitchell new life in front of us. Since being selected 2nd overall in 2018, Mitchell has taken on the unachievable responsibility of serving as the Fever's main scorer and veteran leader during a complete franchise rebuild, a weight no player should have to bear alone.
I got DB, I got the best in the world! I got the best in the world!
It's like watching someone who has finally been given the opportunity to play their natural position after years of filling multiple roles, with champions like Dana Bonner and Natasha Howard now taking the veteran reins. Mitchell is changing into the pure scoring machine she was always meant to be. Her 19.2 and 2 points per game from last season may just be the floor of what she can accomplish when she's finally able to focus on what she does best. If you watch Mitchell during today's drills, you'll notice something drastically different. She's moving with a newfound freedom, laughing in between plays, and attacking with a pure scoring instinct.
Okay, we're gonna make a lot of mistakes, that's to be expected. But if we over-communicate, we'll be able to work through it. So high level of communication. I'm excited, y'all.
Transcend roster changes and star power. At Fever training camp, Coach Stephanie White has arrived with a defensive goal that is appending everything from day one, but something much more basic is taking place.
Yo, we cannot be short on that pass. We can't be short on that pass. One advantage that we have is that we're longish, right? So now we got to use our length. So don't make yourself small.
Even though Fever supporters are used to offensive fireworks, the team was a pitiful 11th in defensive efficiency the previous 2 seasons, with White's Connecticut teams finishing 1st and 2nd. Nobody was surprised by the disparity, particularly Dana Bonner, who played under.
right? So you gotta listen. You don't go until she says go. Yeah, she could have stayed. Yep, as soon as she says go, that's when you're going.
We are aware that we must play defense. In recognition of last year's 11th place defensive ranking, Bonner underlined that White's unwavering communication requires workouts regularly come to a stop when she adjusts posture, since players can't remain motionless on offense without hearing about it. Assistant coaches are providing hands-on assistance and demonstrating appropriate defensive rotations rather than merely observing. Come up here and watch in real time as something nearly magical begins to happen when the 5 predicted starters take the floor together. Finding Boston in the ideal spot beneath the rim with Clark's no-look pass as Bonner draws a double-team Howard, Mitchell slides to the corner, creating the ideal screen, and then rolls to an open area where only Clark can locate her. Boston and Clark are already determining when to pick and roll Dana. The spacing they're creating is opening driving lanes that simply weren't there last season, with shooters scattered around the arc, and Boston anchoring the paint defenses can't commit extra help without leaving someone dangerous wide open. Bonner has been especially vocal about making Clark's life easier, calling her a dynamic player and highlighting how much she does for the team. If you look past the open driving lanes, you'll notice something revolutionary happening with Indiana's offense. They're not just adding talent, they're putting in place a system that basketball purists will instantly recognize. This is Golden State Warriors basketball in WNBA Form 29. Every play has a purpose, and players touch the ball for a few seconds before it moves again, producing a hypnotic rhythm that makes defense practically impossible. The Fever have given up on last year's boring sets entirely and are starting from the wings rather than the top of the key. What's amazing is how Caitlin Clark is changing instead of controlling the ball. While the Fever's offense garners attention, something equally impressive is occurring on the defensive end. Iowa style, she's setting off ball screens and moving to create opportunities for teammates. This full buy-in from the team's biggest star signals a collective commitment to the system. Timson, Michelle standing 6 feet 2 inches with an incredible 7-foot wingspan. The 19th overall choice in this year's draft is quietly turning into Indiana's defensive nightmare maker. During yesterday's scrimmage, Timson was already appending everything in her path. She did the seemingly impossible by blocking Aaliyah Boston at the rim. Yes, that's the same 6 feet 5 inches Boston player who won Rookie of the Year just 2 seasons ago. Timson didn't just challenge the shot. She completely changed Boston's strategy with impeccable timing, forcing the 2-time All-Star to pass outside rather than finish normally. What makes Timson unique isn't just her length, but also her lateral quickness. This Florida State product, who broke Natasha Howard's rebounding records and recorded 46 double-doubles in college, adds a defensive intensity that this team desperately needed. However, defense isn't the only area where the Fever are surpassing expectations. Watch how she can switch onto guards without giving up driving lanes, something few players her size can manage. What happens when your most contentious offseason signing ends up being your franchise star's ideal on-court partner? That's precisely what's happening with Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark, making supporters rethink their first thoughts.
And of course you have Caitlin. Like, she had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many great accolades. And I think the jumping from season 1 to season 2, players can also make a really big jump. So I'm excited to see her growth from year 1 and year 2. And she hasn't reached her ceiling yet either, so I'm really excited to watch her growth as well.
When Turner joined the Fever, fans were worried about possible locker room tension after a resurfaced tweet. However, reality has shown a completely different picture. On the first day of training camp, their developing relationship was highlighted by a lovely sequence in which Clark started the offense before passing the ball to Turner for an easy finish. She had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many accolades, and I'm excited to see her grow from year 1 to year 2. She hasn't reached her ceiling yet, Turner said in a public embracing of her new teammate. Since moving to Indiana, Turner has been seen at the gym virtually every day. Caitlin Clark is another athlete who has been there frequently. Championship teams frequently make surprising revelations about themselves, and Clark's relationship with Turner has made headlines. Her developing relationship with Sydney Carlson may be the deciding factor that no one anticipated. Carlson brings something priceless that cannot be taught: championship DNA from winning back-to-back titles with the Aces in 2022 and 2023. This is evident during defensive drills when Carlson actively helps Clark navigate the physical screens and aggressive traps she will encounter throughout the season. What's amazing is how quickly they have bonded despite having different backgrounds and styles.
Two-time WNBA champion Sydney Carlson is officially signing a one-year deal with the Indiana Fever. So, the Fever just keep on doing what they've been doing. They're not playing no games in Indiana.
First of all, this WNBA free agency will not let us rest. Number one, we literally cannot rest. But also, I love this move again. Like, Sydney Carlson is a great player, but she's also a player that is going to add even more to what we're going to talk about later, and that's that chemistry of the team.